Rassie Erasmus has confirmed that Tony Brown remains a key part of the Springboks' long-term plans, with South African Rugby Union actively working to extend the attack coach's contract amid speculation about a possible return to New Zealand. The rumors intensified after Jamie Joseph missed out on the New Zealand All Blacks head coaching role, a position ultimately filled by Dave Rennie. Because Brown has long been associated with Joseph as a coaching partner, many believe the former All Blacks fly half could be tempted to reunite with him if Joseph had landed the job. However, both Brown and Erasmus have played down the speculation, stressing that the coach remains committed to the South African National Rugby Union team project through the next Rugby World Cup cycle. The Springboks keen to keep Tony Brown join the Springboks coaching staff as part of Erasmus' carefully assembled backroom team, bringing a creative attacking philosophy that complements South Africa's traditionally forward-dominated approach. His arrival has been widely credited with adding a new dimension to the team's play, particularly in terms of attacking structure and backline innovation. Recognizing his value to the program, SA Rugby is now eager to ensure that Brown remains with the team beyond his current contract. Erasmus confirmed that discussions are underway to secure Brown's services long-term, underlining how important he is to the continued evolution of the Springboks. The Bok head coach has repeatedly stated that he wants to maintain stability within his coaching group as South Africa builds toward the next global tournament cycle. That stability has been one of the key pillars behind the team's recent success. Alongside Brown, the Springboks coaching staff includes experienced figures such as Jerry Flannery, Felix Jones, Don Heumann, Mzwandile Stick, Dion Davids, and Dwayne Vermeulen. Erasmus has made it clear that he would like this group to remain intact for as long as possible, believing that the combination of experience, technical expertise, and shared understanding is crucial for maintaining South Africa's competitive edge. Rumors of a return to New Zealand speculation about Brown's future gained momentum following leadership changes in New Zealand rugby. After the dismissal of Scott Robertson as All Blacks head coach, the race to appoint a successor sparked widespread discussion across the rugby world. Jamie Joseph quickly emerged as one of the leading candidates for the position. Given Brown's close professional relationship with Joseph, many observers assumed that if Joseph took the job, Brown might follow him back to New Zealand as part of the coaching team. The pair have worked together extensively throughout their careers. Their partnership was particularly successful during their time at the Highlanders, where they helped guide the franchise to a historic 2015 Super Rugby final triumph. They later reunited with the Japan National Rugby Union team, further strengthening their coaching partnership and building a reputation as one of rugby's most effective coaching duos. Because of this history, many believe Brown might eventually return to work alongside Joseph if the opportunity arose at international level. Brown shuts down speculation despite the rumors. Brown moved quickly to dismiss suggestions that he might leave South Africa prematurely. The former All Blacks playmaker confirmed that he is fully committed to the Springboks until the end of his contract, which currently runs through the 2027 Rugby World Cup. He also pointed out that his deal with SA Rugby does not contain an exit clause that would allow him to leave early. Brown explained that his focus remains firmly on the present and on helping the Springboks continue their progression as one of the world's leading teams. Even though he has previously expressed a long-term ambition to coach in New Zealand one day, he insisted that such considerations are for the future rather than the present. When asked directly about his next career move, Brown admitted that he has not spent much time thinking about what comes after the World Cup. Instead, he said his energy is currently directed toward preparing the Springboks for the challenges that lie ahead over the next 2 seasons. Erasmus relieved after Rennie appointment. Interestingly, Erasmus revealed that the appointment of Dave Rennie as the new All Blacks head coach has indirectly strengthened the Springboks' chances of retaining Brown. Speaking during an interview with former Springboks hooker Hanyani Shemange, Erasmus joked that the situation had worked in South Africa's favor. Shemange playfully asked whether Erasmus had considered taking drastic steps to prevent Brown from returning to New Zealand, even jokingly suggesting that someone should confiscate the coach's passport. Erasmus responded in a similarly lighthearted manner, saying that the Springboks were working on Tony and that the situation looked more favorable now that Rennie had been appointed instead of Joseph. The remark highlighted how closely the Springboks management had been watching developments in New Zealand rugby. Had Joseph secured the All Blacks job, the likelihood of Brown leaving South Africa may have increased significantly due to their long-standing partnership. With Rennie now leading the All Blacks, however, that particular scenario appears far less likely due to long-term stability for the Springboks. Erasmus himself recently committed his future to South African rugby by signing a long-term contract extension that runs through the 2031 Rugby World Cup in the United States. That deal reflects SA Rugby's belief in Erasmus' leadership and his ability to guide the national team through another successful era. When the announcement was made, SA Rugby indicated that negotiations with the rest of the coaching staff would follow in due course. Extending Brown's contract is widely viewed as one of the most important priorities in that process. Since joining the Springbok setup, Brown has helped modernize aspects of the team's attacking approach. While South Africa has traditionally relied heavily on its physical forward pack and tactical kicking game, Brown's influence has encouraged greater attacking creativity. The combination of South Africa's powerful set-piece dominance and a more dynamic backline has made the team even more difficult for opponents to defend against. Brown's coaching journey. Brown enjoyed a distinguished playing career with the All Blacks, earning a reputation as one of the most skillful and intelligent fly-halves of his generation. After retiring from international rugby, he transitioned into coaching and quickly established himself as one of the sport's brightest tactical minds. His coaching career has included successful stints in Super Rugby and international rugby, most notably with the Highlanders in Japan. Throughout that journey, he has often worked alongside Jamie Joseph, forming a partnership built on mutual trust and shared philosophy. Their collaboration produced impressive results, including Japan's strong performances on the international stage and the Highlanders' memorable Super Rugby title. Brown's move to the Springboks marked a new chapter in his coaching career, bringing his attacking expertise into one of the most physically dominant teams in world rugby. Focus on the upcoming season while speculation about contracts and coaching futures continues. Erasmus insists that the Springboks' attention remains fixed on the challenges of the upcoming international calendar. South Africa faces a demanding schedule that will test both the squad and coaching staff. The season will begin with a high-profile encounter against the Barbarians, a traditional fixture that often produces entertaining and unpredictable rugby. They'll be followed by the Rugby Championship, where the Springboks will once again face fierce competition from the likes of the New Zealand All Blacks, Australia National Rugby Union team, and Argentina National Rugby Union team. Another major highlight on the schedule is the Greatest Rivalry Series, which promises to reignite one of rugby's most iconic international rivalries. According to Erasmus, those fixtures will quickly shift attention away from past achievements. Last year means nothing. Erasmus emphasized that in international rugby, success is fleeting and every new season effectively resets expectations. Even if a team enjoyed a successful previous year, that performance counts for little once the next campaign begins. For the Springboks, that mindset is essential as they continue building toward the next Rugby World Cup. Erasmus acknowledged that while the team had enjoyed a highly successful 2025 season, those results will not influence how they are judged moving forward. While Brown may one day return to New Zealand to pursue opportunities with the All Blacks, for now his focus remains firmly on the Springboks. And if SA Rugby gets its way,